you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. The tidings we bring to you and your kin. The tidings of Christmas and a Happy New Year. Oh, bring us our meditation. Oh, bring us our meditation. Oh, bring us our meditation. Please bring it right now. We won't go till we're enlightened. We won't go till we're enlightened. We won't go till we're enlightened. So bring it on now. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
All right, let's do it.
Merry Christmas.
So my birthday is December 21st, and as a kid I always hated that because how do you compete with Christmas? It's Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, oh, happy birthday, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. But as a little kid, I had this imaginary friend, this tall hippie guy who'd show up at my house and he'd hang out and he'd get me out of a lot of trouble. And one day I was about 5, I was living with my grandparents and had already gone through a very traumatic time and this tall hippie guy came over and we were playing and I said, man, it's not fair. I don't want to be that kind of friend. Every time you come over to my house, I want to go to your house too. Where do we go? And he says, oh, that's church. And I said, well, okay, well, let's go there. So at 5, I get myself in my finest Sunday duds and I walk out in the living room and I look at my grandpa and he says, where are you going? I said, I'm going to church. He said, I don't go to church. I said, you don't have to. He said, okay, well, have fun then. And we lived in a little town, 5,000 people. You just go. And so I walked to the first little white house I saw with an X on the top. And I walked in, I walked up front, and I walked up to and there was this dude up front, and I don't know what the people did there, but he was pissed. He was yelling and screaming at all those people. And I went, wow, man, my buddy's not here. Maybe I got the wrong house. And so I went downstairs, and they had cookies. And they had coffee, and they had tea, and they had Kool-Aid, and they had a picture of my buddy, the tall hippie guy, hanging on the wall. And so I pulled up a little chair, and I sat next to the little painting of him, and I was like, dude, and I closed my eyes, and there was the tall hippie guy, and we played. And we played for a while, and then apparently the people upstairs were done getting yelled at, and they came downstairs to hang out with the tall hippie guy like I did. And everybody was happy, and everybody smiled, and everybody had a good time. I remember one time I was probably 5, 6 years old, and I was talking to my friend, the tall hippie guy, this see-through guy, which wasn't uncommon for me. I'd see people without bodies all the time. And I said, I was complaining, we were having a talk, we were playing cards, and I was talking about my birthday and how it really sucked to have a birthday that close to Christmas, because nobody compete with Christmas. And then I said, when was your birthday? And he said, my birthday was on Christmas. I went, man, that sucks even worse than mine did. And he said, no, that Christmas is my birthday. I said, I know, that's what everybody who says was born on Christmas Day. And he said, no, I am Christmas. That is my birthday. I said, but that doesn't make sense. I've never heard anybody sing happy birthday to you. People sing happy birthday to me. And on my birthday, people give me gifts. And on your birthday, everybody gives each other gifts. That doesn't seem fair. What gifts do you get? And he said, my gift is watching other people give gifts, is to be in that feeling of giving a gift, that feeling of receiving a gift. And it's not about the gift, it's about the relationship. Now when I was a child, I thought as a child, I reasoned as a child, and as I got older, I began to reason things differently. Now a couple days ago, winter solstice, supposed end of the world, all that stuff, turned 40, had a good time. And my buddy Mark called me up, said, I want to take you to lunch, man. Let's go hang out. Me, you, Trinity, Mary, let's go have some subs. And we did. And afterwards, we're hanging out, and he says, man, I just never know what kind of gift to get. And I said, dude, it's not, do you have time? Time would be an amazing gift. And we hung out for a couple hours. We just hung out. Just BSing, talking, hanging. And I went, wow, what a gift. What a gift to know that you really, really matter. Because someone is wanting to spend time with you. They're wanting to have a relationship with you. And then it dawned on me that as a little kid talking to that tall hippie guy, what he wanted was a relationship. What he wanted was my time, my attention, my focus, to have a relationship with me. And I didn't get that because I thought that everything came in wrapping paper. I didn't think at the time that my physical body was the wrapping paper. And the gift was inside me. The gift is inside you. And this guy, this tall hippie guy, this master teacher, ascended master, Lord, God, whatever word fits your description of Jesus. A couple days from now, we celebrate his birthday. And I say this with the utmost zeal. Thank God we have Christmas. Thank God we had Jesus. And we still do. Because before Jesus, when you read the Old Testament, God was this mean guy. At least that's how man interpreted him, was this mean guy who would smite you and do mean stuff. And Jesus showed up and said, no, God's love. You want to know God? Know love. He's not here to punish you, he's here to love you. And that was his message. Now in today's society, it's interesting because back in the day, you go back a few years, and people identified themselves wholeheartedly. I am Christian. I am Catholic. I am Mormon. I am Jewish. I am Muslim. I am whatever. Now religiously, we're almost like the same melting pot as we are physiologically. It used to be people would say, I am German. And by goodness, I was 100% German. Or I am Italian, and I was 100% Italian. Now it's, well, you know, I'm this much percent Italian, and this much percent this, and this much percent that, and this much percent Heinz 57 makes. And people say, well, are you Christian? Well, yeah, I'm X% Christian, but then I'm X% Buddhist, and X% Muslim, and X% spiritualist, and X% metaphysical, and it's like that same melting pot that we have going on biologically. And so because of that, in our genealogy, we can say, wow, you know, I really gravitate towards, you know, the holidays of this particular nationality because I identify with this nationality. Even though I'm only this much this nationality, or I'm this much that nationality. I know folks who go nuts over Oktoberfest who don't have an ounce of German in them. And the same thing can be true with Christmas, is that the way that I feel, the way that I see about it, is that Christ, through coming to this earth and the message that he brought, and all the way up to modern day Christmas, has infiltrated all over the entire planet. People who aren't Christians are still oftentimes influenced by Christmas. And therefore by Christ. And energetically, because this time of year brings out the best in so many folks, and we're all connected, by raising my vibration, because it's Christmas, we're singing Christmas carols, we're doing Christmas stuff, we're thinking about other people more this time of year than we do most of the rest of the entire year. Show of hands, how many people bought Christmas presents this year? Right? How many people were thinking of somebody else? The whole rest of the year you think about you. I've got to pay my bills, I've got to do this, I've got this goal and this thing and that thing. This time of year we go, oh, what would make this person smile? What's that thing that that person wanted that I can do, or I can give, or I can be, or I can... And it's not just a gift, it can be writing on a Facebook wall, it can be giving a text or a phone call that brightens somebody's day. It can be, it's thinking about other people. Now the body goes where the head leads, right? If I'm looking over this way, it's real tough for me to walk any way except the way that I'm looking. The head of Christmas is Christ. And we look at Christ's energy is all about giving to other people. What can I do for other people? What can I do? I don't recall ever reading in any scripture, not just the Bible, the Torah, the Quran, I never recall Christ invoicing a synagogue. Well, yeah, I'll come speak, here's my speaker's fee, here's the what's in it for me. Right? With Christ, there was never a what's in it for me. There was a what can I do to help? What can I do to help? What can I give you? I can give you knowledge, I can give you enlightenment, I can give you hope, I can give you love, I can give you a better relationship with God. It's all about what I can give. And so we look at Christmas season is the same way. It's that internal feeling of what can I give? What can I give? How can I help? And it's not just whether it's people that you know that you're helping. Steve was telling me before church that he was working with the Toys for Tots thing, and how many thousands of gifts came pouring through that program to help kids who weren't going to have a Christmas have a Christmas. I know a lot of folks who have volunteered and done stuff and sent money and done things up to victims of Hurricane Sandy and all the, just every tragedy the world has known. Christmas seems to be the time that people say, wow, how can I help even more? How can I help? When we look at Christmas, which holds a really special place inside of most of our hearts, some of us dating back to childhood, and whether it was a Christmas that you had or the Christmas you wish you had, the Christmas you cooked up in your head, there's still that special feeling that comes when it comes time to put on little hats, decorate houses pretty. We've talked in the past about how Christmas trees were rooted in the pagan religion of hanging candles in trees as a way of showing the tree spirits, the tree sprites, were popping through and dancing and having a ball. And other times that Christians were persecuted, so they would put a lit candle in the window behind stained glass to let people know we're having a Christmas service here. Come on in. It's like the secret decoder ring. Because if they openly said we're having Christmas in here, they'd be executed. So they put little lights in their windows. And now we all decorate our houses with lights all over the place. Look, we're having Christmas here. When we look inside, all of these external things are beautiful, and they're beautiful mirrors to the inside. But they're just that, mirrors to the inside. If I could ask you for a moment to imagine this tall hippie guy standing next to you, saying, I love you. And you look back and you say, yeah, happy birthday. What do you want? What's on the top of your birthday list? What's on the top of your Christmas list? And he looks into your eyes with love and says, you're the gift I want. I just love you. And I just want you to love me too. I'm here to help you. I'm here to love you. I'm not here to punish you. Absolutely, I can be your best friend without a body. I have been, whether you knew me or not. I think back to the poem of Footprints in the Sand, of the times there were 2 footprints and the times where it was tough, there was only 1 footprint, and the guy said, why'd you abandon me here? And he said, I didn't, dude, that's when I was carrying you. I look back at my life and I think about the times, whether I knew or acknowledged Jesus or not, but in hindsight I can say, something got me through that. Something got me through that because I wasn't capable of getting through this part or that part, or how did I? And I think when I truly reflect back, those are the times that I see the one set of footprints in the sand, knowing that I wasn't abandoned, I was carried. Knowing that you weren't abandoned, you were carried. So a couple thousand years ago, in a manger of all places, humble beginnings, to unwed parents. Think about that one. That was tough in the 50s. Just imagine 2,000 years ago. No, I'm still a virgin. I didn't have sex, I promise. Because I'm not married. Well, you're pregnant. It was God. Imagine being raised in that, at that time, in that time period. Where were you born? Oh, the manger over there, near the barn. I was born out in the barn. Look at the impact that Jesus has had on this planet. Look at this impact that Jesus has had on each of us in our own way, in our own unique relationships and understandings of God, of Jesus. And this new age, the age of Aquarius, it's not being told what to think. It's simply being asked to think. What does Jesus mean to you? There's no right answer. What does Jesus mean to you? And do you want a stronger relationship with this person named Jesus, whose birthday we celebrate? On this day we give our gift to the world, absolutely to the world. We've seen different times through prayer and meditation, people get healed. Storms get moved or lessened by the people in this room sending a prayer and a powerful intention. On this day that we're going to be celebrating Christmas, even though it's a couple days from now, I'm going to ask each of you, right now with me, to give a gift. To give a gift to this planet. That it would be a better planet tomorrow than it was yesterday. With our energy, I believe that it can be. I ask you to join me in a prayer. Dear Jesus, on this day of your birth, we ask to use our free will, our gifts from you, of free will and intention, energy, vibration, prayer and miracle, that we could use our energy, combined with your energy, to allow the gift that we are to flow out to this county, this state, this country, this planet. That we would use everything that you've given us to raise the vibration, to bring in more love and less fear. We set our intention that you would touch all of your kids all over this planet. You know them first as your brothers and sisters, first as spirits, second, third, fourth, fifth, way down the list, what particular religion they may choose. For you don't see what separates us, you see what unites us, the things that we have in common. We would send our energy to give our Christmas gift to all of your kids on planet Earth, that their tomorrow would be better than their yesterday. Amen. Mary. Now I'll turn the service over to Mary and help us to bring us our meditation.